Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Rams. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. First carry for James Conner. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From the gun, it's Allen. This short throw caught by Goddard. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
$56. Right there, right? Pass 85. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 26.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, shifty. Whoa. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. It's caught by Sanders. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Bridgewater. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And the catch made by Hopkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack there by Roquan Smith. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing, Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Allen off the play fake. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
25, check 25, check 25. Monday.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56. Watch the slant.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Watch the slant.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
You can't block me.
Going for it on 4th down. Allen. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Bridgewater on first down. He finds Hopkins complete. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. DeAndre Hopkins. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. The point after is good, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, Allen lets it fly for Thielen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On second down, here's Mixon. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they get. And they get to Bridgewater. Bridgewater taken down in the end zone for a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6.
And he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The run there on first down going to get him 5 up to the 30. Ben Gideon in on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Allen now looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danny Trevathan. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That's one heck of a 3rd down conversion, a pickup of 39. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's Allen to throw it. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Allen going to go on 4th down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Randy Gregory. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Bridgewater now from the 50. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Had a nice move but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll roll him out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This quarterback now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Teddy Bridgewater. As the first half is winding down. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
He completes it to Boyd. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He's coming. Double up, double up. Wahoo.
On third down, Mixon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danny Trevathan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
Kill. Off 52. Middle.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Smooth. Got you, boy. I got you.
On play action, Allen. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Adam Thielen. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit. Maybe
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Gideon in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Allen. He'll get that one complete to Connor. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
56, right there, 56. Watch the run, watch the run.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Allen going to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. That's complete to his running back, Connor. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Allen off the play fake. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Watch the screen. Hey, tight. Watch the twist.
On third and long, it's Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Now Myers for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Eluding the pressure right. And the catch made by Hopkins. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 69 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. Throwing on first down is Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Connor. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Allen. Airing one out for Boyd. It got his man complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now down to 20. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And all the way down to the 26. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 49 yards. first down throw for Bridgewater. That's going to be caught. 25 yards that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Third and goal for Bridgewater. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They run for it with Mixon. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. Mixon unable to find the goal line on 4th down. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. It's caught by Sanders. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Bridgewater here to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Marquise Lee. Incomplete. Brings up second.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the draw, Connor. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they